Hey guys, what is going on? This is Reaper Fear bringing you a Tenchu Z playthrough, part 15, I do believe. And before this video gets underway, I'd just like to say leave a like rating if you like the video, and remember to subscribe if you want to see more. I do post my content every day, so without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy. And today, I want to talk a little bit, I guess, about growing up, stuff like that. I've I've definitely done my fair share of growing up in the past couple of years, so I just want to talk about it a little bit. So, I was born 18 years ago. Pretty close, anyway. Just 18 years and a month and 3 days ago. And I was born in Vermont, and I had a good, excuse me, little dust still in my lungs from painting. I had a good childhood. It was definitely an interesting one. I didn't have a ton of friends or anything like that. I had a normal amount. And when I was 10, I think I was in 5th grade, nothing really too eventful happened to me in the early parts of my life. Nothing ever really seemed out of the ordinary, or I was pretty stereotypical, I guess. But when I was 10, we moved to Maine, and then 6 months later, I think it was a couple years later, my parents got separated and eventually decided that they wanted to get a divorce, and which was 2007, I think, and that's still going on. So it's definitely, being me is very tiring. There's a lot of stuff that I have to put up with that a lot of you guys don't have to. My mom is very legal oriented, and I don't get a mom anymore because of it. I get a legal counsel, I guess, and it's not fun. It sucks a lot, and she's trying a lot more than she used to, but it's still hard because there's a bunch of stuff that I need to do, especially since I'm moving out on my own and everything like that, or not on my own, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I need to do before then, and I can't. There's a lot of stuff that I can't do yet, so kind of counting on her to kind of help me with it, and all I get is she keeps forgetting, because she does. She forgets a lot of things a lot of the time, and it's, to say the least, very frustrating to have to rely on someone that you know you shouldn't have to rely on, or that you're supposed to be able to rely on, but you can't rely on because they're preoccupied with something else. And I know it's for my greater good, or that's the way she sees it, but it's definitely hard because very soon I won't be there anymore, and I think she's gonna regret everything that's been driving us apart for the past couple of years. So it's been challenging. It's stupid arrow shooters, or bowmen, whatever. But growing up in this world is tough. I'll give it that. There is not a lot of hope for those that are growing up. It's a lot of fear and doubt over what's going to happen in the future, and no one knows what's going to happen in the future, and it's really hard to be positive about going out and trying to do something or make something of myself and know that there isn't a ton of hope, because there just isn't. We got not a lot of hope left. There is endless debate on next wars and what will come after that, and if World War III will be the end, and who knows. It's I don't know. I'm just tired. It's been a long day. Been painting a lot and had to paint an entire room and wash walls, and that's another part of growing up that sucks, that your parents are the ones that paint the walls when you're little, because babies, and new painted rooms, and they paint your rooms when you're growing up, and sure, you grab a brush and you paint a couple lines, but and then you run off and do something else because something else is more interesting, and they smile and they cover your sloppy brush strokes with their paint roller and keep going on. But for the majority of, I mean, and I wish I had known what it was like to have had that, because I grew up for the majority of my high school, at least my high school career, without parents. And I grew up with a lot of negative feelings, and it's hard not to bring those into the rest of my life, because all I've known for a long time has been negativity. And I'll say that I'm probably a pretty negative person. It's hard to be positive when you've been raised to be negative, but I always try to put my best foot forward and try to figure out what's the best for me and what I need to do. And it's hard when there are people there that should be able to help you, but they don't, because they won't, or they can't, or who knows. But anyways, I got to paint today. It was a lot of fun. I am currently covered in paint. I wore some crappy work clothes from like 3 years ago to do my painting in, and I got absolutely splattered. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, painting is a lot of work. My shoulder's a little sore, but there's definitely something rhythmic and soothing about just nothing going on, just a paint roller going up and down the wall. And I guess that's the kind of stuff that I'm looking at doing when I do stuff like this, is just try to get my mind a little blanker than what it normally is, because it's usually very active and not much fun to deal with. And it's a burden. I won't say any different. Having an active brain definitely isn't a good thing sometimes, but other times it's a lot of fun. I'd definitely be a good philosopher. But it's not a friendly world, I guess, and I've definitely learned that. Some people have learned it more than I have. Some people have not learned it at all. And yes, there are people that are much less privileged than I am, sitting in a warm room with very pleasant company, and I'm relatively happy. And I have a computer that can bring me endless entertainment on the internet, and it's just, overall, I lead a good life, but there are some parts of me that inside are a very broken person, so it's hard sometimes, and I'm sure that there are people out there that understand exactly what I'm going through, and people out there who understand none of what I'm going through because they were fortunate to have a pretty complete family. So, anyways, growing up, so I guess the new update is that it is currently August 29th, 2013, and it is, how many days are in August? 30, I think? 31? 30 days past September, April, June, and November. Okay, yeah. 31 days in August. So I leave for Ireland in 1 month and 11 days, I think. So 31, so 42 days I leave for Ireland. And when you think about it, that's not a lot of time. That's practically no time at all. And it's a little scary. It's going to be the first time I'll be on my own from any parental help or guidance or anything. So it'll be pure of me making mistakes and stuff like that. And it'll be fun. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I won't deny it. It's going to be a lot of fun to be able to explore somewhere new without having to worry about parents and all that good stuff. And then after that, I'm moving in with my girlfriend, and we don't know how long we're going to be living in this particular place, but hopefully not forever or too long. But it's the next step, I guess. It's a good step, definitely, and I'm looking forward to it very much. And of course, there's the getting a job after getting back from Ireland, and that's going to be interesting. probably end up working at Rite Aid or something, just because there's not a lot else around here. Because this is Maine after all, and we don't got much here. We can serve a pretty good beverage, or actually, that's about it. Or serve you a lobster, I guess, and some blueberry pie. I guess that's all we're known for. But no, I don't know. It's definitely interesting being. I don't feel positive getting into this next part of my life. I think it's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to be a lot of hardship, because there are a lot more bills that we have to pay that my parents didn't have to pay and things like that. So it's going to be definitely challenging. There are some points where I definitely envy my brother, who's a lot smarter than I and a lot more gifted, and he is going on to a very bright future. And there are some ways that I don't envy him, of course. I mean, there's always the whole turn of phrase and where situations change. But it's definitely sad, because we're both gonna go our separate ways, and then he's very absent-minded, and so I don't know if I'll see him very much at all. So it's hard to think about. So I'll definitely miss him, even if he is a pain in the ass most of the time. Although we've been getting along really well recently, which is really annoying since I will be leaving real soon. So that's gonna be pretty suckish. So to have a friend out of a brother for first time in a couple of years, and then just to lose it. So, but I've trooped through it before. My older brother is in Arizona, and probably it's a good thing he's there. He definitely is more of a loner. He likes living on his own, and I can respect that. He has his dog for companionship, and he's pretty happy, and that's where I want to be, really. I just want to find the place where I fit in the most, and be happy, and try to figure out everything else as it comes. And I will admit there's a lot to figure out coming up, and it's got me pretty frightened, and it's definitely kind of enlightening to know that all of these adults that are grown up were probably feeling the same way that I'm feeling now, and I'm sure they're terrified out of their minds, and even if they don't sound like it when they tell their stories now, I'm sure they were scared. But I mean, it's definitely an interesting experience growing up. It's not exactly how I planned it, but plans never exactly go how you put them onto paper, do they? So anyways, this video is just about wrapping up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's more on the melancholic side, but I just kind of wanted to put how I think, my point of view out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and remember, if you liked it, leave a like rating, and if you want to see more, just remember to subscribe. I promise I'm not such a Debbie Downer all the time. So I guess that's it. So until next time, this is Reaper Fear, hoping that you had a good day. Peace.